Let's go!
Hey everybody, Coach Scott here. Got my beautiful bride with me right here. Check her out, check her out. We're walking on this beautiful day and we're being quarantined. But guess what? This is not the time to quit. This is the time to really push in. But like my video said last week, you know, there's a lot of people right now that feel like their relationships are falling apart. They may have been betrayed by a friend or a spouse, or perhaps you're ready to just throw the towel in because maybe you're the one that's been, or the one that's done the betraying. Or maybe you betrayed or hurt somebody in your own life and you've never been able to move past that. Or maybe you've just been disappointed so many times in your life that you just can't bear another failure or can't bear another unfulfilled dream. And maybe you and your partner or your spouse or your family has drifted apart. And like the old school song said, you've lost that loving feeling and you're living in a broken and dying relationship. You're not only heartbroken, but you're gut broken, you're gut wrenching, and you're just paralyzed every time you think about the things that didn't work out the way you wanted to them. The thought of even leaving that relationship at many times can be unbearable. And you're most disappointed. We're all most disappointed when things in our life don't work out the way we want to. And then when you start reflecting on how your relationship used to be and how it used to feel, and how things that you had dreamed about in your future would come to pass, it starts to even bring you more pain. And then you reminisce on how you used to love each other so much in the beginning and had such great friendships in the beginning, or you think about your bestie and you had so much trust in each other, and now you don't even speak. You don't even speak. And that's a very, very painful place to be. I know I've walked in that trail many times. And the very people that you used to have the meaningful, ongoing relationships and all those conversations late at night with, now you can't even have a normal conversation without something blowing up or some unresolved conflict coming to surface, and even more pain and more frustration begins to sink in with the fact that you're probably never going to have restoration in that part of your life. And now you're left with this gigantic hole in your heart where hope and where love used to live and used to be. And nobody wants to live their life, the rest of their life, feeling this way. Nobody wants to go on through life with unresolved conflict in their life. And many times you still care and you still long for that sense of belonging. And you don't want to imagine life without those people in your life. And you're hurt and you're conflicted and you're confused. You know, should you stay or should you go, or should you cut them loose, or should you look for other opportunities, or is there even any hope for fixing what seems unfixable and what seems so broken. But I'm going to tell you today, this is the time to really, really stop and take an honest assessment of where your life is and what you want your life to be. There is no greater time than right now in the most unprecedented time of my life and many of your lives. We've never seen a time like this in our country and in our culture. We've never seen something cripple and collapse a whole economy like this. Now, we've had depressions before and we've had pandemics before, but I don't believe anybody alive today can really say they've experienced what's happening right now. And so right now, if you're in a place right now, a dark season, a dark moment, you're still like, you feel like you're stagnant, and especially in your relationships, I want to encourage you right now to turn to the one that can heal you, that can restore you, that will never forsake you and never leave you. No matter what pandemic, no matter what stock market crash, no matter what your 401k is doing, no matter what broken and unrestored relationships you have in your life, God says, I will never leave you and never forsake you. So I want to encourage us all right now as we're going through these moments of uncertainty and not really sure what's going to happen. But I do know this. I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the world, but I do know who has the world in the palm of his hands. And so I want to encourage us all to lift up our voice, lift up our hearts, lift up our eyes to the heaven in whom we get our help, and we get our help from the Lord. So may God bless you guys. If you're broken right now and you're undecided on what you're going to do in your relationships, right now is the time to turn to God and ask him to show you what you can't show yourself. And pray that he'll bring healing and restoration in all these families that are falling apart right now in times of great stress and great struggle. And if you'll do that, I believe and declare that you will be all that you're created to be. So God bless you guys. Take care. We're praying for you. See you on the next video.